We pump those profits back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy ExtrmWill with Extreme Tech. We're going to talk about what my 25 rigs are doing on Salad right now. Right now we're in the 24-hour block screen here, so what's on the last 24 hours. This is the most consistent I think I have ever seen this. I don't remember seeing it this consistent. If I was this consistent before, it's definitely been a long time. So these are every 15-minute increment here. But it looks like it's been doing pretty consistently. This is the 30-cent line. So it's pretty consistently been doing about 30 cents every 15 minutes. Which isn't necessarily terrible. I should be... 85 cents. Let me write this a little clearer here on my notes. We got it written down there, but yeah, I was looking at it and couldn't make sense of it. So yeah, about every 15 minutes at bust, if everything was running, it should be making about 85 cents. But that 30 cents, I'll say, I mean, with where it has been, like, I'll take that. Like, I've been having it where it's been spending too much of a large chunk of the day in like that 10 to 15 cents. So if it's averaging right now about 30 cents, I'll take that. That's not too bad. That winds up giving me about, I'd say, I think I made $30 yesterday. So if we go to the 7 days, I have $20 there, $14 there, so that's pretty terrible. $24 there, $20 there, $20 there, and then $29.87. I'll call it 30 just to make my life easier. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. And then today, right now, is looking like I believe it's looking like it's on pace to do about the same thing. So we look at the last 30 days. You can see I had a real good little stretch right here. This was still at 18 machines. And then this was at about 25 machines. So we had a couple days here, 35... 37.8, 38.1, and then it starts to fall off. And then 28, 28.5, 29.7, 29.1, 14.58. I think that's the one we just looked at. And then yesterday, this says yesterday was a little over 30. That's weird that it's weird that my 30 day is giving me different totals from my 7 day. That's weird. I never noticed that before, but whatever. Anyways, earnings do look like they are up for me a little bit. That's why I decided to make the video. It's not going quite as bad as it was. So we get into looking at the individual machines. If we look at these, we're going kind of like in order. I have these. This is all set up by core. So this is all 25, and then you can see. My 26th, I was able to start it, but not get it up and running. Board got RMA'd, so we're waiting to get a new one back in. But it was partially started. Oh, I thought I had these all up already. So our first one here, this is 20 cores, RTX 4090, 96 memory. You can see the this PC. Local C drive, program data, salad, WSL. This file looks like it's good. It was updated right now. It was updated a second ago. So, because right now it's 207 on 822. So this machine is up and running correctly. It just doesn't have a job. It has not done a job in several days, which is very concerning to me because everything I thought I knew, this is kind of throwing it off. This is the best machine that I have. This should be everything that Salad says that they want. I don't think that they actually take a graphics card better than the 4090. I don't think they'll even take jobs for the the actual like industrial graphics cards. So it has the maximum number of V cores and the maximum amount of memory. Oh, there it goes. 10-cent job. All right, it's doing something. All I've got to do is start complaining about it in the video. 10 cents. That's the first job I've seen this machine pick up in quite a while. So we got, ooh, this one just picked up a 10-cent job too. So this is also 20 core, 96 memory, 4070 Ti. Obviously, this is going to be good if it just picked up a job. So it picked up a 10-cent job, so it's doing something. 10-cent jobs, normally you just want to let them run through. It's not going to run all day at 10 cents. From my calculation, the machine is technically burning about, they're averaging 20 cents of electricity per day. This is with me trying to average out 25 machines, with some of them running and some of them not running actively in a job. But it's a pretty good rough framework for me to say that my average machine is taking about 20 cents of electricity a day, as best as I can tell. So if you're on a 10-cent job, I mean, I wouldn't want to run it all day long, but it's better than calculating. So, but once the job finishes, it'll improve your behind the scenes, I can't think of what they call it right offhand, your score or grade behind the machines. So like, you don't want to be messing around with your machines too much because it can hurt your reliability score. That's what it is. So when it finishes, it'll improve your reliability score and you'll be more likely to get another job. So here we'll go down. This is my only 16 core machine, AMD Threadripper, 64 memory, RTX 3090. WSL file's fine because it has to be, because it's running a job. $1.70. Not the best thing in the world, but right now with how rough it is to get a job, I will take this $1.70 on a 3090, even though I have, 3060s and 3070s making more money than this right now. I'll just take it. It's not really using any real resources. You can see we're using 9% of the GPU, 2% of the CPU. So this isn't even burning any electricity right now. So it'll probably spike a little bit during the job, but it won't spike too bad. Alright, so now we are on to these next several bunch here are all going to be 12-core Xeon processors, 96 memory, 4090, doing $2.44. Not the best, but again, it's better than it not working. We're going on, 20 cents is breaking even. So for me total, it's like $5 for all of my machines. So as long as I'm making more than $5 a day on everything, I'm making money. Be my break-even point. So that's good. So this right now is another 12-core, 96 memory, RTX 4090. This is at $7. I think when I had the screen share off, when I first turned it on, they said it was actually doing $7.22. So I think when you turn the screen share on, I think you actually lose a little bit. So I don't like leaving the screen share up, but this is how I've got to do it when I'm checking to make sure everything is running and then to make the video. But yeah, $7. That's exactly what I want on my 4090s. I would love it if all three of them right now were doing $7 jobs. I've had times where all three of them were doing $7 jobs. So if Salad can get enough work to get back to that, that would be awesome. This next one here, 12-core, 96 memory, RTX 4070. Currently not doing a job. WSL file looks fine. I did have to bring all the WSL files up just because so many machines were inactive. It's just an easier way for me to just keep constantly checking it. So when I minimize this, or when I close this down, I do leave my task manager up, and I'm leaving this WSL file up. You'll see when I get into the next ones. I like leaving them up just because it makes it easier for me when I come back to check on everything to make sure it's all working right. Like, it's just too much to keep reopening it all the time. And then I know which machines are doing what. So we get into this next one. Another 12-core, 96 memory, 4060 Ti, doing $1.86. I do have another RTX 4060 Ti, should be coming in today. I traded in one of my 3080s. I'm looking forward to that. Don't know which machine I'm going to put it into yet. We'll see what's idle, I guess, when it comes in. So let's see here. We have another 12 core. This is 64 memory, RTX 3090. It's doing $1.66. Come in here. 12 cores, 64 memory, RTX 3090, doing $1.67. 12 core, 96 memory, 4070 Ti, doing $4.79. That's nice. I don't remember seeing that a couple minutes ago. So that's good. That's what I want to see. These RTX, the 40 series cards, everything between the 10 gigabytes and the 16 gigabytes of VRAM should be doing like $4.50 to $5 a day. So that's definitely pretty nice. What I want to see. These RTX 3090s should be doing about the same thing. The $4.50 to $5 range. Right now, if it's picking up a smaller job, you know, I will take it because it's much better than them all just being idle. Even if they're all making half of what they should be doing. If all my machines right now were making half of what they should be doing, I think I'd be making still like $10 a day more if all of my machines were making half. So I want to say I'm at about 40% of everything running right now. So it's not too bad. Or everything running at 40% of what it could be making. So let's see here. We're on the next machine. 12 cores, 64 memory, RTX 3080. This one's doing $1.83. My 10 core 3080s have been pretty decent for me. I feel a little sad because those are the ones I'm going to be trading in now for RTX 4060 Ti's through Newegg. With the Newegg thing though, you can only trade in one card at a time. So I think I've got to wait like 2 weeks for that process to end, and then I can trade in my next card. So we'll see how things go. My next card may be a 3080, or I may trade in my 3070 Ti's first because the 3080s do tend to be running. So we'll see if I have a 3080 not running, I'll trade that in first just because I'll get more money for it. So it's less money I have to spend on the 4060 Ti. Okay. So we are in, this should be my last 12 core, 96 memory, RTX 3090, doing $1.61. So I think all of my 3090s right now are making half of what they should be making. No, that's less than half. A third of what they should be making? Third to a quarter? Something like that. So now we are into my, I was looking at other stuff. We are into my 8 cores. These are all going to be more like standard PCs now. So this one has 32 gigabytes of memory. I was looking at the memory on this because I think I can put 64 in here, but it has to be at the lower speed. I don't think this machine can handle the higher speed memory. So I was trying to take a look at that because I want to get, because this is going to be like then my next level. I was considering putting 4060 Ti's into all of these when I upgrade instead of building out more machines, because I'm just going to be swapping cards out. I think right now I have, no, I can't have three of those cards. I have to have 2 cards that I'm not using, and the third one is coming in the mail today. Yeah, so I think I have 3 extra cards right now I'm not currently using. I have a 3060 Ti, which is here on the floor, which was ready to get put into the machine with the board that I RMA'd that didn't work. And then I have one 3070 upstairs still in an Octominer, and then that 4060 Ti that's coming in the mail, 16 gigabyte. So, but this one, I was trying to figure out if I have RAM that I could put in this one to take it up to 64 without messing everything up. Just because I'd like to have the nicer cards first in order and then get into the junkier cards later, just to make it easier for me to know what's going on. Like, I don't want to have a 4090 all the way back here. What are we, like 13 cards deep? 10, yeah, 14 cards deep. Trying to figure out where like where's my resources being spent. Am I doing it correctly? I want to have the better cards up quicker on. So, but it's 3060 and not doing anything. 32 gigabytes of memory. So we'll get to this next one here. 8 cores, 64 memory, 3070 Ti, 10 cents. Nice. I've seen this machine make up to like, it's like $2.40 a day. It was on one of my 3070 Ti's was on a real long job for a while. I don't remember which one it was, but one of them was cooking there for quite a while. So here we go. We got another 8 core, 64 memory, RTX 3070 doing $1.26. I have seen with the 64 memory. I think I have one with 64 memory with the 3070 that's doing like $1.80 a day right now. So I like that. That one's, it's okay. So this will be my last 8 core 64 memory RTX 3070. This one's doing $1.26. Alright. Chromecast does not like it when you do more than 20. So we gotta do this like this. So then these are gonna be, these X's are my 6 cores. Let's open these really slow. This is where it starts messing up because I am now above 20. So let's open these really slow and hope they all stay open. Alright. So here we are, 6 cores, 32 memory, RTX 3060 Ti. Not running a job. The program data, salad, WSL file, looks like it's fine. That was from a couple hours ago. Still from today. I normally don't want to worry about that unless it starts getting like, if it's at like 48 hours old, or if like I knew my power fluctuated or I lost internet and they're all stuck at like the same time from like a day ago, then I'll worry about it a little bit more because it'll be a sign that something's wrong with it. It got stuck. If it's within like 48 hours, I don't worry about it. If it's over 48 hours, I'll turn salad off, delete the file, and reset everything. So, but I should do a video on it, but I'm just too lazy to. So this next one, we are at 6 cores, 64 memory, RTX 3060, doing $1.25. Not too bad. The nicest thing about like this machine with these 3060s are, I know this thing's not really using any electricity. Like, even if that 3060 gets absolutely spiked out, this thing's still using almost none. So they are like really efficient, good cards for this. Because you can see like this 3060 right now is making, maybe it's making like 10 cents less than some of my 3090s are. But I know this is just drawing so much less energy. So they're not too bad. Now, granted, the 3090 can make more, but that's part of the process too, with why I think I'm going to trade in the 3080s and the 3070 Ti's first. Because it's just less overall power draw. And then you have more potential for earning. So the memory on this is 64 memory, 6 cores, 3070 Ti. This one is calculating. This one, I don't expect will be doing anything. 6 core, 64 memory, 3070. Yeah, it's not doing anything. I'm still trying to figure out what is going on with this one, why it doesn't seem to necessarily be working as good as it should be. I have a problem with this one. I wonder what it's saying here. No. I keep getting like the defragmented, saying there's not enough memory on the video card, no matter what video card I have in there, which I don't understand. It was like I put so many different video cards in this machine already, trying to find one that'll work correctly, and then trying to make sure I'm putting the best machine in here, and trying to line up the best card with the best machine. So right now I may just leave I think I put one of my nicer looking 3070s in here because this one's in the house. This is upstairs, hooked up to our printer. So let me just leave the 3070 in here and be like, if it gets a job, it gets a job. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't know why this one, like, I've reinstalled Salad on it probably like 4 times. I constantly change the driver. I wanted to email them, but this one is set up on, I don't know if the problem is that this one is set up as a different user than me. This one's not set up with me as the primary user. It's set up with someone else as the primary user. So, I don't know if maybe that's got something to do with it. I don't know. It's just annoying. I did set that other user as administrator, which I did have to do in order to get it to work. So, but, I don't know. So I get on to the next one here. We have, this is another 6-core, 64 memory, RTX 3060 Ti, not doing anything. I've slowly been working on upgrading all my memory. Some of them I see a difference in having 64 memory. Some of them I don't see any real difference in having 64 memory. On my PC motherboards, I'd rather have 96 in there just to be on the safe side. Like, I did wind up buying significantly more than I needed. I still have more server RAM right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 sticks of 32 in here. So I have more server RAM than I need. So I don't have a problem with putting that little bit more in there. But slowly moved everything down. Facebook Marketplace has actually been really good. That and eBay to buy RAM have been the majority of what I've done. I've got some really good steals on Facebook Marketplace on RAM. So as I was looking to try to do it, I was able to do a lot of this like really, really like on the cheap. You know, I bought the 33090s. I got the 33090s in a mining rig for like $1,800. I thought was a really good deal. That was, you know, that's probably a third about what I spent on all of this upgrading. That and then buying the boards from Brandon Coin PC, bcpcshop.com. If you want those combo boards, they're really, really good. I think from buying stuff from him and then buying those 3090s is the vast majority of what I've spent. The 4060 Ti I have coming right now, because I'm trading in the RTX 3080 that I had paid off from mining. I'm only paying, I think, like $100 to upgrade to the 4060 Ti. So, I mean, it makes real good sense for me to do that. But, like, a lot of what I've done, I've actually done it very, very cheap. Being stingy in this and buying equipment, like, you can save so much more money buying stingy and kind of waiting for a good deal than trying to, like, force one and just being like, oh, I need these, so let me go buy them. I do recommend being cheap in all of this. It helps your ROI out and makes it much easier to grow. If you're not wasting money on stuff you don't need, you know, it can make things a lot better. Alright, so we'll get in here. These are now my 4-core machines. This one is running 16 gigabytes of DDR3. This machine is over 10 years old. It used to be my office machine way back in the day. It's running RTX 3060. Let's see, is this one running a job? Oh, it's not running a job either. This one hasn't picked up a job in a while either. This was the WSL file updated 5 minutes ago, so that's fine. A 3070 with 64 memory, $1.90. Yeah. I don't know if this is it benefiting from having the more memory where they're paying more for it, for having the more memory, or if this is just like the biggest job that they can run. I haven't been running the 3070s as long. I thought 3070s simply could not pick up a job from what I had heard early on. They can. They just have to be up for a little bit. You know, once you get your Star Chef and all that, they're fine. I don't know with this $1.90 if this is just because this one has 64 gigabytes of VRAM on it, or 64 gigabytes of memory on it, or if this is just the most the 3070 can make without it. With the 30 series cards, everything below the 3090 I haven't necessarily seen a huge jump in how much they can make with 64 RAM over 32. I might literally be better off just running them all with 32 and holding on to all that extra memory, but like I don't need huge stacks of memory. I have some other pretty big stacks of memory. I have probably another 300 gigabytes of memory right here. So, those are just mostly all 32, or they're all 8 gigabyte sticks. Probably 28 gigabyte sticks there. So I don't really want to put them into machines. If I need to put them into machines, then they'll be fine. What I'd like to do to really optimize something would be to see if I can find a board with 8 memory slots. See if I can find a cheap board with 8 memory slots, so I can just fill the cheap board up with 8 memory slots and then be good. But I don't really want to spend the money on it because I'm cheap. So, but I may be on the lookout for it. We'll see. I was hoping when I got the BCPC boards, I was hoping that they had 6 memory slots in them, but they only have 4. So, which is fine. The four is plenty. I don't know if I'm ever even going to use all 4. So let's get down here to the last one. So my last 4-core, 32 gigabytes of memory, RTX 3080. This machine in general, solid earner for me. Making $1.76 per day. It's probably the most consistent running machine that I have, which I think is one of the more interesting things about Salad. Like, in a lot of this, I want to show a lot of variety, but as I'm growing and expanding, I'm getting less and less variety constantly, trying to chase after profit and not getting profit. But, depending on what you're running, almost doesn't even matter as much, because this 4-core machine is probably significantly, this 4-core machine with 3080 and 32 gigabytes of memory is significantly out earning my RTX 4090 on the 20 cores with 96 gigabytes of memory. This one is significantly out earning the very first machine that I have in my system, in my setup, because that one's not working. It's calculating. It's not running jobs. And this one is always running jobs. Now, granted, the other one, because it can earn $7 a day, it only needs to run, if it runs 2 days a week as opposed to this one running 7 days a week, that other one will earn more. But this machine, it's earning more money because that other one is. I don't think that other one is running 2 days a week. So this machine is killing it though. It's killing it. Yeah, that's about all I really got for today. Happy with the overall earnings. Looking far more solid and steady. I don't remember the last time I saw the earnings. My earnings actually look solid and steady. So I mean, if this keeps earning $30 a day, I'll be pretty happy. Obviously, I could be happier. I feel like I am more happy right now than this is still, I can take out $100 every 4 days. So fill my gas tank, buy some groceries every 4 days. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Or keep putting it into growing and expanding because I'm just a whore like that, so. But we'll see how it goes. I think things are going pretty decent. Yeah. I like Salad. I'd like it if they get a little bit more work, but I think it's one of those, even if they doubled the amount of work on the system, I'd still be like, oh, I wish they just had a little bit more work, even if they doubled the workload that they have right now. I just wish they had a little bit more work. But it's not too bad. If I'm making $30 a day, and my electric cost right now is $5 a day, so I'm profiting about $25 a day, maybe $24 a day after fees and stuff. So it's not bad. decent passive income. I built everything out I had pretty cheap because I had already had most stuff. Most of my graphics cards were already all paid off from crypto mining from the last bull run. So, yeah, it's all going pretty decent. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, come on back. If you have any questions or you want to see me make a video on a specific topic, leave it down in the comment below and talk about it. Yeah. I don't know if I got any other videos in the pipeline. I'll probably try to do another one of these in a couple of days. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.